everyone, Javed Basha here. So in this session we are going to discuss about social responsibility of businesses. Here, social responsibility of business implies the obligation of the management of a business enterprises to protect the interest of the society. Correct. Here, the basic objective of the social responsibility of business is that they are not only looking for the profit. Here, their main motive is to serve the society, protect the interest of the other members in the society, consumers in the society, people in the society, and as a community as a whole. Right here, when we saw the history of the corporate social responsibility of businesses, it traces back us to the 1950s. Okay, here, here, in 1950s, we could see that the changes in business arena, like the social responsibility, the corporate social responsibility. The term was coined in the 1950s, although the real impetus came later on after a number of industrial disasters, such as the 1969 Santa Barbara oil spill, which led to low public confidence in businesses and translated into massive public protests. And this culminating in the first Earth Day in 1970. Right here, a host of new environmental regulations in the USA, as the founding of number of business grounded in CSR norms. Because after this incident of 1969 Santa Barbara, it leads to the first Earth Day in 1970, and also there are few environmental regulations comes into picture. Okay, on the basis of that, there are various business were started on the CSR norms. Okay, in the 90s, CSR began to gather steam on an international level. This decade saw high-profile international events such as the UN Summit on the Environment and Development and signing of the Kyoto Protocol on climate change, which, among other things, raised expectations on corporate behavior. Moreover, it was a period of rapid economic globalization and our companies expanded internationally. They faced uneven regulatory frameworks and increased global visibility and reputational risk. Right? In the 90s, it is the time when the companies goes international, goes global, right? So this is the time when UN Summit on Environmental and Development signed and signing of Kyoto Protocol on climate change happens, right? So in this time period, in the 90s time period, there is a high expectation on corporate behavior, right? So, and when we could see at this level, I mean, during this time of rapid changes or the age of globalization, we could see this. There's an expectation on corporate behavior have continued to rise alongside greater public awareness around the human rights, right, environmental protection and other issues, right. So many companies have sought to adapt to this more socially conscious customer base, right. So here, so this is the some brief history of corporate social responsibilities. So here, when we're looking at the definition of this, it is very clear that here the objective of manager for taking business decision is not merely to maximize profit or shareholders value, but also to serve and protect the interest of other members of society, such as workers, consumers, and the company as a whole, community as a whole. So it, it says that the concept of social responsibility says that it is a it is profit maximization, wealth maximization is not only the basic motive of business. The basic motive of business should be serve and protect the interest of other members of society as a whole. In the society, we could see that workers, consumers, and other community people, right? So here there is one study happens in 2015. Okay, when we're looking at the 2015 study by Kenex High Performance Institute in London, okay, they studied that how the corporate social responsibility have been helped to companies to emerge, okay, to emerge in the industries. Okay, so as per the study of Kenex High Performance Institute in London, okay, they found that organizations that had a genuine commitment to CSR substantially outperformed those that did not, with an average return on asset 19 times higher. Right here, additionally, the study shows that the CSR oriented companies had a higher level of employee engagement and provide a markedly better standard of customer service. Right here it is clear that here in 2015, the study done by the Kenex High Performance Institute in London, it is clearly shows that the genuine commitment of CSR substantially outperformed those that did not. And the CSR activity helps companies to get the return on assets 19 times higher than those who are not involving in the CSR activities. And additionally, the study shows that CSR oriented companies had a higher level of employee engagement and provide a markedly better standard of customer service. And yet, despite positive and optimism that CSR brings to the corporate table, companies do not accept their responsibility in this area in good heart, with a fair number of admitting to having adopted CSR mainly as a marketing gimmick. In some cases, firms may have been coerced into adopting CSR and did so with insufficient enthusiasm and leaving many of them to ponder what they could and should have done efficiently. Right? So, as per the CSR concept, CSR policies needs to be considered as a core and inseparable component of the overall service or product offering. Right? So, because we learned that how the study shows that how the CSR activities have been helped companies who are genuinely involved in the uh, genuinely taking the social responsibility. Okay. Now we are looking at the different factors which are affecting on social responsibility of business. Okay. Here when it comes to factors, here promoters and top management, board of directors, shareholders, right? Because they are the important factors who are majorly affecting on the social responsibility of businesses. Because here we need to get the permission from the promoters, top managements, board of directors, shareholders. Okay, only when we get the permission from these guys, when we get the permission to perform some social uh, related betterment, social betterment related activities, then only we can better serve the society. Um, like adaptation of schools, villages, infrastructure development, or sanitary developments, or drinking water setups in villages, or uh, some of the examples of these social corporate responsibilities, and also like society factors, industry and trade associations, okay, government and legal systems, political influences, competitors, resources. Okay, these are very key factors which are directly affecting on the social responsibility decisions of a business, whether they should move with the particular decision to serve the society or not. Because at each and every members are directly controlling the decision making process with respect to the social responsibility concept of businesses. Okay, and when it comes to social responsibility towards different sections in society, we can categorize into towards shareholders. As we explained in the earlier of this session, social responsibility is not only the profit maximization, it is not only the wealth maximization, it is also protecting the interest of the society as a whole. Right here, when it comes to shareholders, here they are ensuring the safety of their investment and regular payment of dividend and timely payment of loans, okay, to provide adequate information before investment, to ensure a good public image, to make good and profitable decision to give a good return on investment. Okay, these are the some responsibilities towards the shareholders, because shareholders are also the owners of the company, because they are they are the responsible for the running of a business. They are purchasing the shares of a particular company with the in the intention of getting the profit in future. Okay, and they always believe that whatever the financial statements figures are showing are true. Okay, they are not manipulating with the data what they have published in the published to the public in the form of newspaper, TV media, etc., etc. Okay, so because of this, it is the responsibility of this towards the shareholders that they are ensuring the safety of their investment, right, and regular payment of dividend and timely payment of loans, and providing adequate information before investment, right, and ensuring the good public image, make good and profitable decisions to give a good return on investments. Okay, these are based some of the responsibility towards the shareholders. When it comes to the employees, employees when it comes to the employees, it must be look like fair wages, payment of fair wages, providing good working environment, providing proper training and education, providing fair performance appraisal and career growth opportunities, providing opportunity to participate in management decisions. Okay, when it comes to employees, every employee is asset of the company, right? So every employee must treated as much as dignity they are treated to other person in the office. Okay, there should be a common norms to each and every employee in the office, irrespective of the roles, irrespective of the hierarchy, right? So for that, there must be a good payment, right, in the form of a fair wages. Okay, everyone should get some fair wages, and there should be a good working environment, right? So good working environment, like providing proper training and education, right? With the changing business scenarios, it is necessary of training the employees and providing the education related to the changing technology and changing procedures, changing concepts, correct? And also providing fair performance appraisal and career growth opportunities. Okay, this is the most important thing, like performance appraisal and career growth opportunities, because everyone are working for their career growth, correct? So for that, it is the responsibility of the company to provide opportunities for their career growth, and providing opportunity to participate in management decisions. Okay, so these are the few responsibility towards employees. And when it comes to consumers, okay, it is like providing goods and services at a reasonable price, ensuring good quality of products, introducing new and innovative products by proper research and development, not misleading the customer, providing adequate information about the products, providing good after sales service. Okay, here these are some basic objectives or the basic responsibility towards the consumers. Okay, consumers are the god in the business. In our tradition, we say that a consumer is a god, correct? So it is the responsibility of the company to provide goods and service at reasonable price. Reasonable price means which can be which can be easily purchased, which can be in hand price of the customer or consumer who can easily consume those things. Okay, and ensuring the good quality in products, ensuring the good quality products. Okay, the quality also matters. Okay, if we are having, if any company providing the quality products, it will be sustained for the longer run. Okay, it will help to build a good reputation image in the minds of consumers and in society. And introducing the new and innovative products by proper research and development. We know that day by day how people were changing, how the thoughts of people changing, how the cultures have been modifying themselves according to the changing arena. Correct. So for that, with the changing needs, changing cultural things, they are directly influencing on lifestyle. Correct. So changing lifestyles, looking to have the innovative products. Okay, it's possible only after the proper research and development. Okay, so this is also the one of the major corporate social responsibility towards the consumers. Okay, and the most important thing, do not mislead to the customers. Okay, do not mislead. If your product is not performing up to the mark, if please do not mislead the consumers to buy your particular product for some purpose. Okay, if the product is serving that purpose, mean then only promote. Otherwise, please do not product your custom product mislead. Don't mislead the customers. Okay, misleading the customers means again the company is damaging the reputation itself, right? So providing adequate information about the product. Okay, providing adequate information means what are the ingredients, what is the MRP price, government permissions like ISO marks, FSSI marks, and manufacturing date, validity date, time. So these are the few things: how to store, how to preserve the particular product, how to use. Okay, these are some adequate information every customers or consumer looking about a product. Okay, this should be provided, and then providing good sales service. Okay, after sales service, and when it comes to society, it is it measures for maintaining environment harmony, like because in recent times we saw that air pollutions, noise pollutions, due to the rapid growth in rapid industrialization, right? So it is important to maintain the environment harmony and raise the standard of living of the society by providing the quality products at affordable prices, helping in development of backward areas and promote small scale industries. Correct. Here helping in development of backward areas. Backward areas means when they are in the areas which are lacking the infrastructure development like sanitation, schools, hospitals, etc. Okay, and roads. And we should companies should take adopt those villages and build proper infrastructure and promote small scale industries surrounded by those villages or the rural areas to help in economic development of society, to conserve the natural resource of the country. Okay, to follow the norms and traditions laid down by the society. Okay, these are the few responsibilities of every company towards the society. And also when it comes to government expects timely payment of taxes and duties, and to not involve in corruption, to follow the legal system of the country, to support the government in its public welfare initiatives. Okay, when it comes to government, it is the responsibility and duty of each and every organization or company to pay the timely payment of taxes and duties to the government, do not involve in corruption, to follow the legal system in the country, support the government when it comes to the public welfare initiatives. Correct. So these are the some of the responsibilities towards government. Okay. Thank you, one and all. We'll be in the next class. We will be discussing about consumerism in India. Thank you.